I chose not to choose life. I chose something else.
So it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Day 3, day 2 in the garage. There's a nice guy, Ishmael, who works in the tyre shop next door. Speaks great English. It's really nice to be able to translate. Speak to someone without a translate, Google Translate. He's a really nice guy, 18, but he's cool. He's quite a wise guy for 18. Always looking for the quick buck, as we all are at 18. Anyway, update. So they made us breakfast at the tyre shop. Really nice guys, really nice. The garage that's fixing it, I paid them £2,000, 2,200, 300, something like that, to fix the water cooling system, which is what broke, causing the engine to overheat. They seem to think it might be okay, but they won't be able to tell until we drive it. So I argued about the towing. That was quite a tense conversation, and the boss's kind of attitude changed a bit, because he's not very clear in what he says. You know, he speaks English, but yeah, he was like, I understand, and I was like, no, I want to talk figures, and I want to get this clear before the work starts, because, you know, I don't want to get myself in a situation. And I wasn't exactly confrontational, but I was very direct, you know, and he was maybe coming from a position of, look, I'll get this sorted, you know, it'll be okay, let me deal with it. And I was going from a position of, I don't want to be ripped off, and I want everything clear before anything starts. So his attitude changed a little bit. Anyway, we ended up doing a bank transfer because they pay 10% commission by card. And as soon as we'd put it through, it was like, it came up, it'd take 1 to 3 days, and then he was like, cancel it. I can't fucking cancel it, mate. I've just put it through. I can't just ring the bank. I'm in Turkey. And anyway, if I was to do cash, I'd have to get 20,000 lira out of the account every day, so I'd be here for 5 or 6 days anyway, rather than 1 to 3 days. I don't know, maybe he thought I was going to drive off if he fixed the bus, I don't know. But yeah, that was a little tense. We've agreed that I'm not paying the tow-in fee, so that's where we're at. On a more positive note, I love this kind of 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock time in the morning. It's really quiet, no one around, sun's not too hot, it's beautiful. And I slept a bit better last night, knowing that something was getting fixed on the bus. Yeah, well, we'll see how today goes. I think today they'll finish with the water cooling system, and then we'll have a test run. So apparently we're going to be done in 15 minutes, and then we're going on a test drive. I'm nervous. This guy's cool. He's my Ishmael.
Yep.
18, always looking for a quick buck, but nice guy. Got to study in Hungary. He works at the tyre shop over there. Let's see what happens. Sweet, so we've just gone on a fucking test drive. I don't know, less than 10 kilometres, and this has happened. So clearly something's wrong. Water cooler system repaired, didn't work. So now I'm looking at a £15,000 bill, and I don't have 15 grand. Do I become an illegal immigrant in Turkey and just fuck it, drive to the beach? I don't know what to do. I can't even drive it. So do I get a tow to the beach and just hide, and then I don't know what to do. feel like crying. Engine rebuild needed. 15 grand I ain't got. 2 weeks left on my visa. I don't know how. I don't know what to do. Sat on the side of the road. See Ishmael and the mechanic. Fucked. Absolutely fucked. Same bullshit. Fill it with water. Get 200 yards up there. Stop. Rinse, repeat. Although we haven't gone fucking 200 yards. I'm broken. I don't even want to look at the bus at the minute. Put so much money into this bus. And yet here we are. Side of the road again. With 15 grand bill that I just can't pay. So now they're saying it's could be the engine, but the fan also is running very slowly, so it could be that as well, which is why it's overheating now. So they're going to change that, and then we're going to try again. This with the Kareem situation, the temperature low, then it getting higher. It's just a roller coaster of emotion. So I made a video earlier and I was fuming. Like, I was ready to rip someone's head off. But it didn't record, so I'm now going to tell you the story. So, the tow truck guy, when we came back, he was the guy in the office, he was ringing us. He acts like he owns the garage. So, obviously he tries to charge me 500 instead of 400, blah blah blah, the night before. I goes in the morning, I argues with him, I says, listen, I'm not paying for that fucking tow truck. I want that 20 grand, which is 400 quid, knocking off the repair bill for the bus. He says, yeah, you're not paying for the towing, we'll knock that off the price of the bus, blah blah blah. Got a bit tense. We then negotiate how much it's going to cost to repair the bus. We sat in the garage, on chairs in the garage, right? So we agreed to 120, which apparently is a fair price. It's 2 grand, just over 2 grand. So anyway, he gets out this bit of paper. He says 100 grand, 120 minus the 20 means you owe 100 grand, which is pretty much bang on 2 grand. So I didn't really understand what he was saying. He speaks English, but again, he wasn't being very clear. He was trying to be clear. It was written down on a bit of paper. So anyway, I argued with him, made it very, very crystal clear that I wanted that 20 grand knocking off. He was like, no, I've knocked that off, it's only 100 grand, because I thought he was trying to charge me 120. So I was like, okay, cool. So I paid him 100 grand. Then today, earlier on, I find out he's got no fucking connection with that garage, right? He's the tow guy. And what makes it worse is, when I was arguing and saying I'm not paying the towing fee, he was like, yeah, I understand. The towing guy, because it was a different guy who actually towed me, he was the guy on the end of the phone. He was like, the towing guy's ringing me last night saying he wants his money and saying he's going to go to the police if he doesn't get it. And I was like, fucking send the police. Send the police to me and I'll fucking argue it, right? Because I know the police in Turkey are nice. So he says, no, I've dealt with it. I've told him the police, you know, they're not necessary. Just like, he damaged your bus, all the rest of it. Turns out, he's the fucking tow man. It's his company. He's got fuck all to do with the garage. Man, I'm losing my shit now because this is hours later and I'm still angry. So I'm waiting for the head mechanic of the actual garage, the guy I should have been negotiating with. I mean, I've got no idea why I was even talking to this fucking tow truck guy. But anyway, he's been in Istanbul. He's not back tonight. He's going to be back in the morning. So probably another night of no sleep while I deal with this. I'll think about how I'm going to deal with it. But this guy has lied to me from start to finish. Tried to charge me an extra 100 quid when I got back. Then he says the 20 grand's off the bill, but I think what he's done is he said to this mechanic guy, look, I'll deal with this, I'll tag the fucking 20 grand onto the back and that'll pay for the repairs that I caused, the damage to the front of the bus, because that's 500 quid. I don't know what's going on, but I do know I'm furious, and his head's gonna roll. His head is gonna fucking roll tomorrow, because I know for a fact he's got nothing to do with that garage. So, let's see how it plays out. But today has not been a good day. They now say it might be the pump and the fan, because the fan's moving very slowly. They don't think it's the engine, but again it could be. They don't really want to pull the engine out because it's a big job, and I certainly don't want them to pull it out because that's 15 grand I ain't got. So they're waiting for this part. They couldn't get hold of it today. Hopefully it'll come tomorrow. But in the meantime I need to have this discussion in the morning with the actual boss of the garage, who came on test drive with us. You saw him earlier in the video, just briefly, by the side of the road. Anyway, I'll update again tomorrow. Not a good day. Today's been a roller coaster.